If you're new to board games, I've got 10 of my favourite introductory games to recommend so that you can find the right one for you. And if you want to get your friends into board games, this is the video to share with them. In Sheriff of Nottingham, you have to work out when your friends are lying to you and try to smuggle goods past each other. Welcome to Nottingham Airport. Do you have anything to declare? Yeah, Nottingham's a dump. Karen? Yeah, can you call Big Hands Dave? I've got a randomly selected cavity search for him. As a smuggler, you can decide whether to fill your pouch full of contraband or keep it legal and bring in humble goods for your market.
Please, kind sir, may I bring in 3 chickens?
The sheriff has to work out whether to let you through because you're telling the truth or open your bag because you're lying. If they catch you in the act, you have to pay a fine. Pepper. I knew it. Look, in Nottingham, we do not take kindly to people trying to introduce flavour to our meals. If you'd eaten here, you'd know that. But if they open your bag and you were telling the truth, they have to pay you, which puts them in this amazing predicament with potential for double, triple, or quadruple bluffing. If I open this bag, I better not find more than 100 millilitres of shampoo. A friend actually packed that bag for me, so I don't know what's in there. Maybe you should open it and see. Oh, you want me to open it? Well, I'm not doing it. Move along. Great. Wait, are you happy about that? If you're terrible at bluffing, you can always negotiate with the sheriff. Offer them a bribe to let your bag of contraband through.
Here, take this £5 to thank you for such good sheriffing.
Deal. I'll give you £3 if you open her bag.
Barry, I'll give you £10 if you just shut your pie hole.
If you relish lying to each other's faces, get Sheriff of Nottingham. It's full of laugh out loud moments and screams of horror. Because when that pouch gets popped, it's all over.
10.
I'll give you 4, and that's already too much.
10.
It's not worth 10.
Fine.
But we were making a deal. In Colt Express, you're vying to be the best outlaw in the West by running around this 3D train, robbing passengers, and shooting each other.
I don't think this is setting the right example for Timmy.
Yeah, we don't want another train geek in the family. I ride the train. That doesn't make me a train geek. You ride the train, and you're a geek. You're a train geek. On your turn, you play a card to do something, such as move to the next carriage, climb up to the roof, or punch another player's character.
Let me see. I punch Timmy.
Oh, so that's why he's a bit slow.
Who's a bit slow?
The twist is, everyone plans their actions before anything happens. So you might think you're punching someone, but when it comes around, they've already run away.
I punch. Oh, no one. Haha, I got away. I'm Timmy the Unpunchable.
I shoot Timmy.
Oh?
There's also a marshal on the train protecting $1,000, which could be yours if you time it right. But if he catches you, he'll shoot you.
I've been shot. Mother, grant me one last request. Anything, darling. Have them play Baby Shark at my funeral. Won't your death be pain enough?
Every bullet you take will slow you down by clogging up your hand with useless cards. Trying to pull off a heist whilst dodging bullets feels like you're in a movie. If you want a strategic game, look elsewhere on this list. Colt Express is chaotic fun. You'll need to ride your luck to take the win. After the 5th recount, Timmy is definitely the winner.
Yay! I'm the best cowboy! Moo! 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 Milk!
K2, the first ever sequel to A Mountain, subtitle Too Frost, Too Formidable, is a death trap. You're racing each other to the top, but be careful, there's a very, very strong chance you'll die doing it.
Timmy, here's another scarf. You'll catch your death out there. Thanks, Mummy. And Barry, I brought you a t-shirt. It's white, so hopefully Mountain Rescue won't find you.
Knowing your climber could die makes the game really exciting. One wrong move and it could all be over. If you Icarus your way up the mountain, you might get up and down just before you freeze, but it's more likely you'll become an ice statue to your own stupidity.
Well, at least he died doing something he loved. Being wrong.
You can check the weather forecast to plan your ascent for when the storm has cleared, and pitch your tent and camp out to acclimatise yourself to the cold.
Jonathan, please use your tent. It's freezing.
No, I'm 35. I'm old enough to know what I like, and what I like is to hate camping. But watch out for your rival climbers. As you get closer to the peak, the walking paths narrow, and other people can get in your way and stop you from moving. If you're feeling especially mean, you can block your opponent's path back down so they freeze at the top.
I got to the top! I'm the best climber. Oh. Have you told anyone yet? No, I can't get any signal up here. Now let me past, I'm going down. No signal. Well, I'll be sure to pass on the message that you fought bravely, but couldn't quite get to the top.
You what? Let me past, I'm freezing.
Yes, you're freezing. That's the idea.
As tabletop climbing goes, K2 is more thrilling than climbing on top of a table, but not quite as exciting as climbing to the top of Table Mountain. In K2, you feel like a climber, trying to prove you've got the biggest cojones. And it gives you the thrill of always being one step away from disaster. So unless cojones is Spanish for oxygen tanks, you're gonna die. It'll still be fun though. Spring Meadow is basically Tetris, the board game.
We used to play Tetris on your Game Boy, John, didn't we? You were such a little angel back then.
Mum.
Don't be embarrassed. You were adorable.
No, Mum.
But as soon as Timmy was born, he was dead to me.
You're trying to fit these tricky shapes into your puzzle. You choose a piece and slot it into complete rows and leave no gaps.
Oh yeah.
There's just something so right about finding that perfect piece to fill our unique space. It taps into something deep within all of us.
God, that's good.
It's primal. We've been programmed by evolution to stick protrusions in openings.
Oh, I haven't had it this good since the 80s.
If your brain's up to it, Spring Meadow has a second level of puzzling going on. Not only do you want your pieces to fit neatly, but you're trying to line up these holes at the same time.
It's very tricky, but I think I've got it.
If you do that, you get these bonus rock pieces which will help you fill up your board even faster.
Rocks are perfect for those hard-to-reach areas that other brands can't cope with. Now I won't have to ask my husband for help. Thanks, Rocks.
Most of the games on this list have you interfering with the other players' plans. Spring Meadow is a more chilled out experience. So if you want to focus on your own thing while still crushing everyone on points, this is the game for you. In the Resistance, there are traitors in your group and you've got to work out who you can trust. You're either a loyal member of the Resistance,
I'm a good guy,
or an Imperial spy trying to sabotage the cause from within.
I'm a good guy too. Psst, not really.
The spies know who each other are, but they need to pretend like they're good guys. The Resistance are in the dark. They have to watch everyone closely and trust no one. The group must decide which players can be trusted to go on missions by voting.
John can't go. He's a spy.
What? No, I'm not. What makes you say that?
A mother just knows these things. Like I knew that you must have finally got a girlfriend because there was less tissues in the bin because you weren't crying so much.
Spies will be trying to convince everyone they should go so they can sabotage it.
All right. Success. Success. Fail. Who's done that?
The good guys don't know who's played it, so they'll be accusing each other left, right, and centre. It gets heated.
It has to be Timmy. He was on both failed missions.
But it wasn't. Why wouldn't you believe me?
Jonathan, be nicer to your brother. You know, he gets bullied at school.
Do I?
As a good guy, you have to go with your gut. This game gives you a dramatic finish when it comes down to the last mission. And the feeling of betrayal when you realise you put your trust in the wrong person is like nothing else.
Haha, no one ever expects Mum, but I've got hidden depths, you know. I once broke the stalk of a broccoli in the supermarket so that it would cost less.
Yeah, okay, Mum, you're really cool.
And I once snapped a badger's neck.
Wow. Wait, it was already dying, right?
The Resistance is a game for bigger groups, from 5 to 10 players. It can be intense as accusations fly around and people desperately plead their innocence, but it can also deliver experiences you'll never forget. I want to say a very big thank you to Melissa Pananon, one of the patrons that helped make this video happen by supporting me on Patreon. We all need a chance to be evil for a bit. Take a holiday from your morals in Survive Escape from Atlantis, where nice guys always finish last.
You're all bloody wankers, the lot of you.
Timmy, where on earth did that come from?
It's those biological parents of his, innit? I always said they sent us a duffer.
The island is sinking into the ocean. You're trying to get your adventurers onto these lifeboats to ferry them to safety. but there's nowhere near enough of them.
Yeah, let's get out of here, John.
What happened to women and children first?
That was back in the old days. We've got equality for women now, just like you wanted.
Well, I wanted a man who doesn't spend his life getting outbid on eBay for signed photos of old page 3 models because he's too cheap for his own pathetic hobby.
No, I wasn't being cheap. My card was declined.
Except there's nothing safe about the lifeboats because they can get smashed into bits by whales, forcing you to swim.
Oh no, whales! It's normal to be frightened, darling, but Wales is miles away, and there will never be a reason to go there.
And then you're at the mercy of the sharks who will eat you.
Are they baby sharks? Baby shark, dee.
No, absolutely not. The rules are very clear on that.
Are they mummy and daddy sharks? Mummy shark.
No, they are actually grown-up sharks that have chosen not to have children because they want a peaceful life.
Oh.
Oh, that was a close one.
These sea serpents aren't nearly as picky. They'll eat the boat and you with it. What's fun is that you'll get the chance to move them and decide who they eat.
How's your lifeboat working out for you now, Billy Zane?
You won't get everyone out alive, but under each figure is a number. Some are worth saving more than others. If you make it too obvious which ones you're desperate to save, they'll become a target.
Be careful, little man. I just bring the boat a little bit closer to land so you don't get your feet wet.
Survive is a game of betrayal, retaliation, and desperation that is full of big moments and friendly and not so friendly vendettas. Magic Maze is all about teamwork, playing in sync with your friends, reading each other's minds.
We're so in sync that we finish each other's
Dignitas applications.
Your mission is to stage a robbery. You need to get your characters through the shopping mall to steal their loot and then get to the exits to escape. But instead of controlling a character each, you control a direction. So every time a character needs to walk west, only you can move them there.
I suppose you could call me Kanye West.
Yes, and I'm Kanye South.
Yes, darling, except there isn't a famous person called that, and you're controlling North.
Oh.
To get a character anywhere, you have to work together. Someone takes it west to the corner, another player takes it north, for a third player to take it eastwards. For a third player to take it eastwards, Barry.
What?
You need everyone paying attention because you're racing against a timer. And the problem is, you're not allowed to talk. So if your teammate is experiencing telepathic connectivity problems, you're screwed.
Timmy, the timer.
But I thought John was Kanye South.
He is, but you're North, which was the direction that we needed to go in.
Oh, okay. But if I'm North, who's Kanye North?
One game takes 15 minutes and then you go again and again. Each time you get a bit better, like a new band finding their rhythm. Magic Maze is addictive and unlike any board game you've ever played. In Stockpile, you're a shifty insider trader using your insider knowledge to make millions off the stock market.
This just gets me angry thinking about the recession and those bankers. Are you feeling all right, Barry?
Give him a second.
We could have bailed them out even more if it wasn't for all those immigrants getting free boob jobs on the NHS.
There it is. Everyone's got a secret tip-off about how one of the stocks will move. You know American automotive is going to skyrocket, but no one else does. Can you get hold of more shares without giving away your secret to the other players?
I bid 10, but I don't want it.
Oh, you don't want it? Well, if you don't want it, I guess it's not worth much.
Yes.
I'll just outbid you so you can bid on something else because you don't want it.
No! Mummy!
Yes, darling.
John said when I'm older I should take ecstasy drugs.
Jonathan!
It has this thrill of trying to get a bargain right under everyone's noses.
Yes, Stanford Steel. You can't go wrong with steel.
But be careful, everyone else knows something too, so you need to watch what they do.
You're not wondering why no one outbid you for that? Because steel's for real men. Real men mine the raw steel ore, then real men carve it into cars and guns that real men shoot at each other. That's how it's always been. Get a bit emotional.
And when it comes to selling shares, you need to watch what everyone else does.
I'm selling Stanford Steel. Barry, do you want to sell anything?
No, with everyone else selling, it's great for me because now they're worth more because they're rarer.
Not how it works at all. but I won't explain because I don't want to improve your life.
They were probably cashing out because they knew it was about to plummet.
Stanford Steel is bankrupt. Barry, you lose your shares.
Right, good. Well, I was right not to leave the sinking ship because, you know who does that? Rats. I'm not a rat, am I? No, but it does rhyme with that.
Stockpile is a great entry into board games because everyone loves throwing around stacks of cash and keeping things from each other. Plus, once you've got the hang of it, you can graduate to the advanced mode on the other side of the board. Ticket to Ride is all about having a strategy, planning a great train adventure across the United States, and being ready to rethink everything when your rivals get in the way.
Like I said, train geek.
You're given secret goals, cities that you need to visit on the map.
I want to go from Portland, Ohio to Nashville, Tenthity.
But you also want to connect Vancouver to Duluth. So if you're clever, you can kill the two birds with one bird-killing train ride. The trouble is, there's limited space, and Barry has got plans to connect Calgary to Nashville. If he gets his route down before you, you're gonna have to take the long way round.
No, I need to get to Duluth. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, just like if you'd gone to Duluth. Am I right?
I don't know. I've never been to Duluth. And neither have you.
Yeah, but...
Is this the sort of joke you make on your YouTube channel? It's not very nice, is it? If I was from Duluth, I'd have a right mind to unsubscribe. Of course, I expect you'll get away with it, since they're probably all simpletons there.
You're trying to collect sets of cards that match where you want to build, but if your colours don't come up, you have to decide, do you wait another turn for your dream card?
Pink, I know if I wait, she'll come. Any minute now. Any minute now. Any minute now.
Or give up on your dream and settle for the less appealing alternative that's available right now.
I've been settling for what's available right now since 1982.
But we got married in 99.
You're just the latest in a long line, Barry.
Ticket to Ride is as simple as board games get. It's just 3 pages of rules. But within there's a brilliant formula of luck and strategy and racing to get ahead of your friends that just hooks you. And once you're hooked, there's maps of Europe, Asia, the UK, and more to explore. When I was first getting into board games, pandemic was what made me fall in love. You work together with your friends to save the world, flying around the globe trying to cure 4 deadly diseases.
Flying? Well, you know the air conditioning on those planes just throw bacteria in your face. Cheryl says that's how her husband got chlamydia, and we're pretending to believe her so that she doesn't get another divorce.
You're playing against the game as it spreads disease across the world. It's a race against time to find a cure before it's too late.
You know, if they just got a good night's sleep and stopped eating all that rubbish, they wouldn't be ill all the time.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to stop Ebola, Mum.
But you also have to treat infected cities and prevent outbreaks, because there's not much point finding a cure after the whole world has succumbed to the virus.
And Barry, we need you to fly to London to stop an outbreak.
London? I wouldn't go to London if it was the last place on Earth.
It is the last place on Earth.
Well, then I think you already have my answer. You each play a vital role, such as medic or quarantine expert, making you better than the other players at certain things.
Well done. Have a jelly bean.
Timmy, what are you doing?
I'm the medic. I give the diseases tweets. Mummy gives me a jelly bean every time I do something good.
She treats you like a dog.
No, because I'm not allowed to go to the toilet in the garden.
The joy and the challenge is in looking at the map, discussing your options and working out how best to work together. You can't be the hero on your own. You need each other. Cooperative games are great social experiences because they bring your friends together against a common foe. Like if someone says something rude to you on the street and you spend the rest of the night bonding over how much of a dickhead he was. Pandemic is the best dickhead you'll ever meet.
I hate Pandemic.
I've never played such a no-good, scummy, rotten piece of...
It's ghastly. But we almost had it this time.
One more go then? Yeah, obviously.
You will lose, but you'll lose together. And you'll want to go again having learnt from your mistakes to really show that dickhead what for. If you're new to modern board games, Pandemic is the perfect medley of excitement, strategy, and social interaction with a fun challenge that's different every time. And if you fall in love with it, there are expansions that add more levels to it, or entirely new games with different settings that are based on the same core idea. Those are my top 10 board games for newbies. There are links to where you can buy all of them in the description below. And if you want more recommendations, check out my top 10 games for couples, my top 10 games to play with the family at Christmas, and watch my video to find out why you should never play Monopoly again. If you want to help me keep making videos like this, go to patreon.com/Actualol and please subscribe to the channel to see more. I'm Jon Purkis, thanks for watching.